It's called Turning the Table. Turning the Table.
Turning the Table podcast.
Turning the Table podcast.
Turning the Table podcast.
For that culture, man. For some honest criticism, constructive, never hate.
I'm telling you. Listen, Turning the Tables podcast. Sometimes when the tables turn, you don't like what you're being served.
Now I'm in the limelight.
It's your boy Diesel, man.
Never felt the hit.
What y'all thought? I wasn't gonna come right this time?
From here on out, Jim Jones should not make another album unless it's with Harry Fraud. This is by far Jim Jones' best album. And this is coming from somebody that up until this album didn't care, wasn't checking for, didn't know when Jim Jones was putting out an album, yo. We talking 11 songs, 31 minutes. He got Conway, Dave East, Currency, French Montana on here, man. I love the production throughout the entire album. He started off cooking with Laps Around the Sun. No intro. He just jumped straight into it. He say, we was young, going hard off the Hennessy, rocking 95s, but I'm just jogging my memory. Like, yo, I know I'm not crazy, yo. Let me repeat that. My man say we was young, going hard off the Hennessy, rocking 95s, but I'm just jogging my memory. Now, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that I heard that line and instantly knew he was talking about Air Max 95s. And then, am I crazy? Is Jim Jones been rapping like this? Am I crazy? Like, am I the only one that feel like he's starting to cook? Has Jim Jones always been rapping like this? Yo, what album do I need to go back and put in, yo? Y'all wildin', yo. This was crazy, yo. Jim Jones caught me off guard. This whole album cooking like this, yo. Aunt Viola, that's one of my favorites on here with Dave East and Trav, yo. Jim Jones' verse was crazy, yo. Bounce my way back, 28, I had to ounce my way back. What? Dave East's verse was cool, but Jim Jones should have did this one by himself, yo. After Jim Jones' verse and what he was talking on there, I wanted to hear him do it again, but Dave East's verse was cool. I'm not knocking Dave East because I'm not skipping Dave East's verse, but Jim Jones would have did this one by himself, man. You got Lose on here. That's another one that's crazy. Say a Prayer with Currency on here. This is another one where Jim Jones' verse was so dope he didn't need a feature. He could have just finished it with a second verse. Again, it's no knock on Currency because I like Currency's verse. He was perfect for the song, the beat, all of that. I'm not skipping it. Jim Jones say, I've been on the wrong side of the brutal force of the cops. You gotta see our position cause we always was taught they was the ops. So just to the witness them 7 days of riding, it was days we was hungry and it kind of felt like we was dieting. Remember that? That's the kind of stuff Jim Jones was talking on this album, yo. You got the people featuring Conway. This is just crazy, yo. This entire song is one of those powerful, approaching important issues, yo. It's bars, it's lyrics, it's time appropriate, age appropriate, yo. It's so on repeat. Luxury lies, yo. He say, I would draw on a nigga like my Glock is Da Vinci, Rolly is president, plus I got a Lewinsky. Like, yo, again, am I crazy? I would draw on a nigga like my Glock is Da Vinci, Rolly is president, plus I got a Lewinsky. Like, yo, hold on, yo. Again, what album do I need to go back to, yo? When did Jim Jones start rapping like this, yo? 3 Cuts with Mano. I'm playing this one throughout the entire summer. This is one of those type of songs. I don't know if it's the J sample in the hook or the horns in the beat, but this is one of those. And Mano was perfect for the feature on this one, yo. I love this song, yo. Jim Jones was not just rapping on this album. He was making dope music. He was talking, he was dropping jewels, he was giving bars, he picked crazy production. To me, it's obvious that he's gotten better as he's gotten older, and I love when hip-hop can be represented this way. I'm not skipping nothing on this entire album. I'm recommending it to anybody, even if you're going to say you're not a Jim Jones fan. Press play on this one, yo. He deserve it. 1 out of 10, yo. I'm giving this one an 8.5. I'm giving this one an 8.5. I'm not going to let you take it below an 8. If you below an 8, yo, talk to me in the comments. Let me know where we at. Let me know how y'all feel about about this Jim Jones album, period, yo, because this one caught me off guard with all that. I'm your boy Diesel, man.